Hi all, I wanted to make a quick video about an indicator that I have been using for the last couple of years. I use it on and off, and it is quite a helpful indicator. So I'll give you a small demo of the same. Before I begin, I would like to mention that this is an educational channel. Kindly read the disclaimer that you see on the screen and in the description below. With that said, let's proceed. So the indicator that I want to discuss with you is called SRv2. I'll just let you know the name. I've switched off all the other indicators over here, and SRv2 is the one that you see over here. The real name of this indicator is support resistance dynamic V2. The author is Lonesome the Blue. I'll leave the name of the indicator and the creator in the comment section and pin it so that you have no difficulty finding it. Now this is an indicator I have been using for quite some time. Apart from this, for support and resistance, I use, if I'm not using this, then I use Fibonacci retracement. All right, so either it's Fibonacci, simple Fibonacci retracement. This one is called simple Fibonacci retracement. It's by Trade Chartist. I'm either using this most of the time in the default settings, or I use support and resistance, which is I call SRv2. And if you do a search for SRv2, this indicator will anyway come up in Tradingview. I'm not using the default setting. I'm using the default setting. Apart from the color changes that I've made, the only other change that I've made is this pivot period by default comes at 10, because you see I use it at 5. All right, if I reset this, so this is the reset default settings. The first change you will notice, from 5 it's gone to 10. Everything else remains the same, and labels is text. The only thing that I change is I untick this label, because when you have the labels you will get this on your screen, and it kind of disturbs me. Some people may like seeing the numbers on the screen. I don't. It's actually helpful in a way, because if you want to know where the support and resistance is at one glance, it'll tell you exactly where the support and resistance is. But while trading, I don't like to see it, so I keep the labels off. Apart from that, I leave everything in its default settings. I don't even uncheck these two, all right, which I generally do for all of the indicators. In the input section, from 10 I make it come down to 5, and I change the color. For resistance I use this bright purple, and for support I use white. All right, this is your choice. Whatever color suits you best, you can leave it in its default colors, that is red and green. I prefer these colors. You can also decrease the thickness of the line from 2 to 1. It'll become thinner. I leave it at 2 because it's more visible for me that way. So apart from making these color changes and making this pivot period from 10 to 5 and unticking this labels, I don't make any other changes. All right, I'll save this as default, so whenever I want to use it, it'll come up like this. All right, now once you do that, I'm using Nifty 50 on the 2-minute chart. So you can see the day starts over here, the sessions break is over here. How clearly it shows me, you know, where if I was to trade this morning, I got up a little late, so I missed this move. So if I had to trade, I would have waited for this to break and short it. Then I would have taken a second short over here. All right, so that is one thing. Then whole day it's gone sideways, and then I would have tried and short over here. Once this broke decisively, I would have waited till over here and then shorted. All right, if you look at Bank Nifty also, it'll give you the levels clear cut. The choice is yours, whether you want to use it in the default settings of 10 or use my settings on 5. I use 5 for both Nifty indices, that is Nifty Mid Cap, Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty. I use 5, and when I'm using this on crude oil and natural gas also, I don't change any setting. It's on 5 only. The only difference is instead of 5 minutes, I switch to 15 minutes time frame. All right, so that is the only difference I make when I'm using this for crude oil and natural gas. And since it's the split screen, for me the screen looks something like this. If I'm using it for natural gas and crude, something like this, 15 minutes. This also is 15 minutes, something like this it will look for me for crude oil and natural gas. All right, and it seems to work. See over here how quick nicely it has caught this resistance. It's been struggling over here, and then this breakdown happens. Where does it stop? It stops at in between these two, just before this support. That's because the day has ended. Maybe the day had 1 or 2 hours more, maybe it have gone down to the support altogether. Crude had a bullish day, so as you can see, it's taken support from here and bounced. All right, you can do the same thing for Nifty and Bank Nifty if you want. You can use it on the 5-minute time frame. On the right, you can have Bank Nifty. On the left, you can have 5 minutes time frame Nifty, or 2 minutes also you can do. But the problem is that it will not fit in properly. I mean, it will not show you the start of the day. All right, so for Nifty and Bank Nifty, I leave it on 2 minutes and I give it the whole screen because I've got multiple screens, so it helps me that way. I'm not in any shortage of screen. So one screen I keep for Nifty on 2 minutes like this. There are other indicators, of course, that I use, like the purple cloud is always on, and alerts are not generally on always. So purple cloud is always on. Adaptive trend is generally on. All right, I have discussed this in previous videos, but if I had to choose and be very minimalistic, this is enough for me. Purple cloud, SRv2, and at the bottom is EMA diff and scotch, which I've discussed in multiple of my videos. If you take the last 7-8 videos of mine, most probably you'll find in all of them I'm using EMA diff and scotch at the bottom. All right, this is the name of the indicator. I think I've made a separate video on EMA diff and scotch and purple cloud, so you can go check that video. All right, so these are the EMA diff and scotch is in default settings. Purple cloud, I've got my custom settings. If you see over here how well it's caught this short, it's asked me to short over here. It's caught this long very well. It's caught the short well. Here a minor long, and then it's even before it goes down fully, it has told me to short. So this purple cloud is an indicator on my settings, I believe, quite a bit. But this I wanted to discuss only SRv2 over here because in my setup this also is pretty important. I would not use a page like this. For me, the page will look like this. I'll have the EMA diff and scotch at the bottom, and then the SRv2 along with purple cloud on top. So this is SRv2. I've shown you my settings for SRv2. I'll do it once again. The pivot period is 5. That's the only change I have made in this page. Apart from that, I've only changed the colors. All right, no other changes. And on this page, I have unticked the label. That's it, nothing else. And that's my setting for SRv2. You can use it on Nifty, Mid Cap, Bank Nifty, and Fin Nifty. And you can also use it for commodity like crude oil and natural gas on 15 minutes or 30 minutes time frame. Try whatever time frame suits you the best. I have not used this for Bitcoin, so I really can't comment. Bitcoin, yeah, I have not used it for Bitcoin, so I really can't comment. It's up to you if you want to use it for Bitcoin. All right, so thank you very much for watching. If you found the video useful in any way, please like and subscribe to the channel. Share the video with your family and friends. Please give it a like, because the more you like, the more YouTube spreads the message and the channel can grow. All right, leave a nice comment if possible. Also subscribe to our free Telegram channel. The link is given in all our videos in the description. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.